Yep, got wrong again. Well, that was a dead end. Yeah, I've just dropped my compass somewhere. Good morning. I'm in the Knockmealdowns today. Just going to practice a bit of navigation on the, where are we? The northeast side of Knockmealdown itself. So I'm not going to the top of Knockmealdown. It's quite windy out here today, and there's a lot of rain to the west, but this area is meant to be dry until afternoon today. So that's why I chose here. It's a lovely morning, nice drive over here, although I started driving to the Cumra's because I had thought about going there initially last night when I was planning different places to walk. So yeah, had to do a bit of a detour around, but some nice backcountry roads. We have the moon up here again today. I'm going to go up this little path here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to go up this little path to intercept the fire road up here. Well, that was a dead end, so I am tracing my steps back down this path. I don't know if it's because the place has been replanted and that path has just been buried, or if I just misinterpreted where I was. I think I was right. So yeah, I went wrong there. I'm hiking back down to where I 100% know I'm right, and I'm going to check the map again. There's a lot of forestry works going on here, as you can see, so a lot of new paths have opened up, possibly over existing ones, but I think that was my downfall this time. Well, part of my downfall. I just didn't check thoroughly enough when I left the fire road. So back to the fire road we go. So I figured out where I went wrong. When I came to this clearing, I looked at the map and I saw that there was a path going to the left, sharp bend up, and I assumed it was that one up there. There's a bridge here, but I didn't check it thoroughly enough. If I had done, over here, I would have seen that the path was to the left of the clearing, not straight on at the end of it. That's where I should have gone. Okay, take two. This feels much better because, as you can see, the ground, this is a track. This is an old track, whereas the one I was walking on down below, there were no stones in it. It's obviously a really new path, but it's hard to know if a new path has been put over an existing one in the forestry, because I could have just covered it up with mud. Anyhow, onwards we go. So I've just come up that way. It doesn't look like much of a path with the forestry works and timber thrown on it, but that's the path. So my confidence marker here is there's another path that intersects the path I'm on, and it's just about exactly where I was expecting it to be. So that's a nice boost in confidence that I am. Yep, got wrong again. Bloody forestry works, eh? I don't know, I'll just keep walking along here and see where we end up. I might check Google Maps. Nice views so far, no rain. So yeah, I checked Google Maps. I turned off the path too soon. So I'm going to go back down and try and get this right. Yeah, learning lots. I'm not being specific enough at all, at all. I'm back on track anyway. I'm just taking a break here where there's a bit of shelter from the wind and having some food, some Aileen's homemade fruit cake and an apple from the garden. It's still a lovely day here. Probably looks warmer than it is with that sky behind me, but there's a really strong wind just up above where I am, and it's coming through in gusts down around. So I'm going to have a bit of food and then we'll head on up to these little lakes on the north side of Knockmealdown. Yeah, I've just dropped my compass somewhere. So I was contouring across the side of the mountain, which is covered in dead ferns and heather. So it's really hard to find where I actually walked. So yes, no, I'm going to head back where I know I last had it, which is a big rock, and hopefully can retrace my steps back out again. Can't do much navigating without a bleeding compass. I'm not scared about being lost or any of that kind of stuff because I know where I am. I can see where the road is below me. I can just drop down onto it if needs be. I just want to find the compass. Right, I know I had it here and I stopped at another rock with a hole. I definitely had it there. That's this one here. Haha! I just never picked it up, it was under my map. Whew! Sweet! It's roasting here at the moment because the sun is beating in here. There's a bit of swirly wind and the rain is still staying off to the north, which is forecast. Yeah. So we're going good. So my next objective is to find an old house just at the edge of the forest. It's called Slate House. Once I get to that, then I'm just heading back to the car. I've been up just over 3 hours, and it's much easier to navigate when I'm not in the forestry. That is the Slate House. The ruins of the Slate House. I wasn't sure what I was going to find in here. Rain is staying away still. There's some good showers over at the Galties. Might make it back to the car before it hits here. So I was really careful facing out the last section there. I decided I'd go on some smaller tracks just back to the car to make it interesting. And with the forestry works, yeah, the paths that just don't, some of them just don't exist anymore. And there's different bits of tracks in. So I feel a little bit better about my mistakes earlier on. Yeah, so lesson for me today is if the forestry are in cutting trees, just don't try and navigate through it using what is a really good map, because likelihood is, you know, if you're using small tracks, small trails, not the fire roads, just don't do it. And almost back at the car, and the rain is definitely chasing me. It's chasing me down. Unbelievable timing. I'm literally just at my car now, at the car park, and drops of rain have just started. So lucky. Met Éireann forecast was spot on, the rainfall radar. Whew. Unreal. So started here, went up along this track, tried to go along this track, but ended up going like that kind of crack. Eventually got the right one, came up here, had a little lunch break here, and then walked up to these two lakes, came around the side of the hill down to the Slate House, and then followed that track down, back over, and came in here. And this is where the tracks have disappeared again. That track, couldn't find it, but all the trees are cut, so it was easy just to walk through it. Back here for just downpour rain.